Hello, children. Good afternoon. The next concept is muscle tissue. Do you know the main function of muscle tissue? Yes, responsible for movement of organs. That is the main function of muscle tissue. Here, muscles are responsible for the movements of hands and legs and also of several internal organs such as intestine and heart. Small amounts of muscle tissue also present in the blood vessels. These helps in increasing or decreasing the diameter of blood vessels and thus the blood flows. Even heart is made up of only one type of muscle cells and they help in pumping the blood. And some more points about muscle tissues. Muscular tissue consists of elongated cells, those are called as muscle fibers. See here, muscular tissue consists long cells, those are called as muscle fibers. This muscle tissue contain a special protein that is called contractile proteins. What is the function of contractile proteins? Which contract and relax to the muscles to cause movement, which helps in movement. That is the main function of this contractile protein. I will ask you one question. During winter season, body shivers. Why? What is the reason? See here, when the body is exposed to cold air, we shiver. During shivering, muscles contract and relax, producing large amount of heat. This keeps the body heat. Remember, here muscle tissues classified into three types. In that one, first one is striated muscles. Once observe this picture. Muscles primarily divided into three types. One is striated muscles. Second one is non-striated muscles. Third one is cardiac muscles. Now I am going to explain about striated muscles. See here, remember what is the meaning of striations. Striations means bands. This tissue has alternate light and dark bands so that this muscle also called as striated muscles and skeletal muscles. Why this muscle called as striated muscle? It contains striations, means light and dark bands, which appears clearly in this diagram, in this picture. See here, cross striations are present. Striations means bands. They have alternate light and dark bands. So it is called as striated muscle. Next one. They are voluntary in nature. Do you know voluntary nature? Here voluntary means the movement of muscles which are under control. Such type of muscles are called as voluntary muscles. For example, movements of hands and legs under our control. If you want to make a move the hands, we are moving hands, or else we do not move. It is under control of ours. So these are called as voluntary muscles. Actually, these muscles are attached to the bones and help the movement. So these are called as skeletal muscles. Why they are calling as skeletal muscles? These are mostly attached to the bones and help the movement. So these muscles are also called as skeletal muscles. See how these cells are? These cells are long, cylindrical, unbranched, there is no branches, having many nuclei. It contains more nucleus. Where these are present? This tissue present in inner limbs means inner parts of hands and legs and eyelids, etc. So this is about striated muscles. Okay, see one example. For example, the muscle present in the inner limbs move when we want to them to, and stop when we decide. It is in our hands. So these are called as voluntary muscles. Once I remind you, striated muscles also called as voluntary muscles and skeletal muscles. Okay, this tissue contains nuclei, many nucleus are present. So this is about the first tissue, striated muscles. Now coming to second one, non-striated muscles. Non-striated muscles. It's very most important muscle. Non-striated. What is the meaning of non-striated or non-striations here? There is no alternate light and dark bands. So these are called as non-striated muscles. That is first one. What is that one? They did not have any bands. So it is called as unstriated muscles. These are also called as involuntary muscles. Involuntary means the movement of muscles without or under control. These are not or under control. Such type of muscles are called as non-striated muscles. And these are mostly present in alimentary canal. Alimentary canal means digestive tract, digestive tube. Uterus, it is one of the important part in female reproductive system. Uterus is a sac-like structure where the baby grows. That is called uterus. Here, these are called as smooth muscles because these are very smooth. These cells are long with pointed ends. Once observe this picture. Edges of these non-striated muscles are pointed ends having a single nucleus. These are present in the iris of the eye, seen Aadhaar cards. They take photographs. They collected information about iris which is present in the eye. And bronchi. Bronchi is one of the part which is present in the respiratory system. So once remember, non-striated muscles are also called as involuntary muscles. Unstriated muscles, non-striated muscles. Okay, this is the second type of muscle, that is called non-striated muscle. Coming to third one, this is a third type of muscle. What is this one? Once remember, once observe this picture. Cardiac muscle, cardiac muscle. See, cardiac muscle, it is a specialized muscle. The muscles present in the heart for responsible for pumping of blood. The cells are long, branched, have nuclei. Many nuclei are present. Once observe this picture. Nuclei having many nucleus. It contains some cells like myocytes, and intercalated discs are present, and cross striations also present. Means light and dark bands are existed in the cardiac muscle. Their involuntary nature means movement of heart not are under control. So it is also called as involuntary muscle. They are present in the heart. So they are called as cardiac muscle. They have striations, so striated muscle. These cells are long, branched and have nuclei. Simply we can remember, they are present in the heart. It's very most important muscle. Heart is working continuously from womb to tomb. It starts on 21st day at embryonic stage. The functioning of heart starts at the 21st day onwards. It was working continuously from 21st day to death of a person, without rest, without stopping. It continuously beating per minute nearly 72 times. It was beating. Per minute, how many times? 72 times. That is a heartbeat. So these are three kinds of muscle tissues. What are those? Once remember, muscle tissues are classified into three types. First one, striated muscles. Second one, non-striated muscles. Third one, cardiac muscles. Once remember these all concepts. And the last one is, do you know what is the last kind of animal tissues? That is none other than nerve tissue. Nerve tissue made up of nerve cells. Nerve cells are called as a structural functional unit of nerve system. See here, I will ask some general questions. If you put your fingers in a glass of hot water, how do you feel? We feel hot. How do you know the water is hot or cold? If you put your leg on a sharp edged stone while walking, how will you feel? The feelings like the above situations is because of a specialized mechanism in our body. It works like electric current passing through wires. Brain, spinal cord, nerves play active role in this mechanism. See here, if you put your fingers in a glass of hot water, how do you feel? I feel cold. When we put fingers in the cold water, in hot water, I feel hot. If you put your leg on a sharp edged stone while walking, how will you feel? I feel a lot. I worried a lot. Sending information or sending messages from sense organs to brain, which is my dear children, once remember nerve tissue. Nerve tissue made up of nerve cells. Here, nerve cells are present in the nerve tissues. These are present in the brain. It's spreading throughout our body. What is the need of nerve cells? What is the main function of nerve cells? To transfer the messages one place to another place within the body. That is the main function of nerve cell. Once remember that here, if you put your fingers in a glass of hot water, how do you feel? I feel very hot. How do you know the water is hot? Maybe some cells detecting that information, it sends the information towards the brain. One more question I am asking for you. If you put your leg on a sharp edged stone while walking, how do you feel? I worried a lot. This type of information, this type of messages, detecting by our sense organs. The sense organs consist nerve cells which receives information. This information sends towards the brain and spinal cord. Here brain and spinal cord analyzes that information. It sends the information back to the sense organs. For this, our body contains one specialized mechanism that is called nerve system. It consists brain, spinal cord, nerves. These three parts play an active role in this mechanism. Here, once observe this picture, nerve cell. Why we are discussing about nerve cell? Total nerve tissue is made up of nerve cell only. So it is the important part. It is the structural function unit of an organism. So nerve cell consists three parts. See, first one is cell body, soma or cyton. Second one is a axon, a nerve fiber. Third one is dendrites. These three parts are present in the nerve cell. Very most important. Once observe the picture, they are dividing into three parts. One is the cell body or cyton or soma. Second one is axon and third one is dendrites. See, first one is cell body. Cell body or cyton has a large nucleus and cytoplasm. The cytoplasm contains granular structures. Those are called as Nissl granules. It was discovered by Nissl. Second one is axon. Do you know axon means? It is arising from the cell body. One projection of the cyton is somewhat longer than remaining projections. That is called axon. See here black colored structures. That is only called as axon. Nerve fiber. A long cylindrical structure. That is called axon. Next one is third part is dendrites. Dendrites means projections arising from the cell body are called as dendrites. It look like branches structures. Branches like structures. These are called as dendrites. See, these are main parts which are present in the nerve cell. What are those? Cell body, soma or cyton. Second one, axon or nerve fiber. Third one, dendrites. What is the main function of nerve cell? Main function of the nerve cell is to transfer the messages one place to another place within the body. Do you know one thing? Some important points are there. Here remember it. Myelin sheath. Some nerve cells have axon covered with a sheath-like structure. The sheath means covering part called as myelin sheath. Some nodes are present, some gaps are present between one sheath to another myelin sheath. These are called as Ranvier nodes. Nodes are called as Ranvier nodes. It was discovered by scientist Ranvier. So here axon of a nerve cell is connected with dendrites of a nearby nerve cell to frame a web-like structures throughout the body. Means nerve cells are present throughout the body. Okay, this is the main function about nerve cell, to transfer the messages one place to another place within the body. My dear children, remember these all points. See, once again, there are 4 kinds of tissues are present. First one is epithelial tissue. Second one is connective tissue. Third one is muscle tissue or muscular tissue. Fourth one is nerve tissue. Remember these definitions also. Definitions of these 4 types of tissues. See, first one, epithelial tissue means covering or protecting tissue. These are present inside or outside of animal body. Second one is connective tissue, which connects one and another tissue, which are present in our body. Third one, muscular tissue. The tissue which is responsible for movement in our body is known as muscular tissue. Nerve tissue, a specialized tissue that responds to the internal external stimuli, is called as nerve tissue. See, stimulus means sudden changes in the environment. Some changes occurs in the environment is called as stimuli or stimulus. For example, stepping on sharp object, that is stimuli. What is our response? We withdraw our leg. Okay. Suddenly hot water falls on your fingers, on your hands. What we do? Immediately we remove our hands. That means we withdraw our hands from that place. That is stimulus and response. Many changes occurs in the environment. This information is catching by detector cells. Those are called as nerve cells, which are present in the sense organs. Remember these all 4 kinds of tissues and write point wise. Okay, read 2-3 times. Thank you. Thank you so much for listening my voice. Hi children, good morning everyone. Today I want to explain about in ninth class third chapter, that is animal tissues. Before going to chapter or this topic, you have to understand about the term tissue. Do you know children? Tissue means a group of cells with similar structure and functions. Again, tissue means a group of cells with similar structure and functions. These tissues are present in animal body. So these are called as animal tissues. The study of tissues are called as histology. Histology. Histology means the study of tissues. Father of animal histology. He is none other than Marcello Malpighi. Father of animal histology is Marcello Malpighi. He was the famous scientist. He studies about all tissues which are present in animals. See here, there are four kinds of animal tissues are present. What are those? First one is epithelial tissue. Second one is connective tissue. Third one is muscle tissue. Fourth one is nerve tissue. These are four kinds of animal tissues. Do you know the definitions of these all? Yes, first one is epithelial tissues. Epi means outer, thelium means tissues. The tissue which covering or protecting inside or outside of animal body is called epithelial tissue. Once again, epithelial tissue means covering or protecting tissue inside or outside of animal body is called as epithelial tissue. See, epithelial tissues are present in the skin, lining of mouth, lining of blood vessels, lung alveoli and kidney tubules. Again, epithelial tissues are classified into so many types, but they have given in 9th class textbook 3 kinds only. Epithelial tissues can be classified into 3 kinds. First one is squamous epithelium tissue. Second one is cuboidal epithelium tissue. Third one is columnar epithelium tissue. See here, once observe epithelium tissue. There are 3 kinds of epithelial tissue. In that first one is, once observe here, squamous epithelium. Squamous epithelium. The epithelial tissue extremely thin and flat, form a delicate lining. Once observe this squamous epithelium. Once observe this picture.
These cells are extremely thin and flat cells form a delicate lining. This is called as a squamous epithelium. We can see this type of epithelium tissues in esophagus. Esophagus, do you know? Esophagus means a long tube-like structure in digestive system. See, after mouth, mouth after buccal cavity after pharynx, after esophagus. This is tube-like structure in the digestive tract is called as esophagus, long tube. And lining of mouth also contains squamous epithelium. Lining of blood vessels and lining of lung alveoli. Here alveoli means air sacs. Air sacs are present inside the lungs which filled with air. What we are taking air, this total air is stored in the air sacs. Those are called as alveoli. Alveoli is the structural functional unit of lungs. So simply you have to remember it. Alveoli means air sacs which are filled with air in the lungs. Next one. This squamous epithelium tissue present in where transportation of substances selectively occurs through the permeable membrane. This is about first one, squamous epithelium. See, this squamous epithelium contains many cells. Each cell has nucleus and cytoplasm, basement membrane and apical surface. And down one surface is present, that is a basolateral surface at the base, that is called basolateral surface. Once observe this picture, two surfaces are present, basolateral surface and apical surface. And basement membrane, each cell contains one large sized nucleus. This is about squamous epithelium tissue. These are present in our animal body. The second one is cuboidal epithelium tissue. Cuboidal epithelium tissue. Once observe here, cuboidal epithelium. Why they kept the name cuboidal epithelium? These cells are look like in cube. Cells are cubical in shape. Based on that, they kept name cuboidal epithelium. That is the meaning of cuboidal epithelium. These are the cuboidal epithelial cells which form the lining of organs or tubules or other parts and provide mainly mechanical support, which gives support to the organs. Next one, sometimes a portion of epithelial tissue folds innerwards and formed a multicellular gland. Hence it is called as glandular epithelium. See here they have given glandular epithelium. Once observe here. Sometimes a portion of epithelial tissue folds inward and formed a multicellular gland. Hence it is also called as granular epithelium. This is second type of epithelium. Next, third one is columnar epithelial tissue. Columnar epithelial tissue. Once observe this picture, how cells are arranged. Cells are arranged in columns. Based on the term, they kept columnar epithelium. See here, this type of tissues are present in which part of our body?
these types of cells are present where absorption and secretion occurs. Once remember, these are present in almost all glands and small intestine. Small intestine contains columnar epithelial tissues. You know one thing, skin is also called as epithelial tissue, skin. Where does nails and hair grow from? The scales of fishes and reptiles and feathers. Feathers means hair. We call in birds are called as feathers. Feathers of birds also grow from epithelium tissues only. Sometimes these are modified epithelial cells. Remember, it is very most important. Nails, which are present on the fingers, and hair, also modified epithelial tissues. And one more epithelial tissue is present, that is a stratified squamous epithelium. Do you know stratified squamous epithelium? Once observe here, the epithelial cells in the skin are arranged in the form of layers. This is called as a stratified squamous epithelium. These all are different kinds of epithelial tissues. Once remember, how many kinds of epithelial tissues are there? There are basically three kinds of epithelial tissues. Squamous epithelium tissue, first one. Second one is cuboidal epithelium tissue. Third one, columnar epithelial tissue. What is the main function of epithelial tissue? Covering or protecting tissue. It is one of the covering or protecting tissue. These are present inside or outside of animal body. That is called epithelial tissue. This is the first kind of tissue. What is that one? Epithelial tissue. Shall we go to second one? Yes. Coming to second type of tissue, that is connective tissue. What is the definition of connective tissue? Once listen the term connective. Once observe the term connective tissue. Connective means which connects one and another tissue. This tissue helps in connects one and another tissue. See what is the definition of connective tissue? A loosely spaced tissue mainly carrying different materials to different parts of the body as well as rendering support is the connective tissue. It is very most important. See here, they have given connective tissue means a loosely spaced and embedded in intracellular matrix which makes connection between organs. That is about connective tissue. Do you know, children? There are different types of connective tissue present in our body. Different types. See, I am reading, listening. Once listen. Connective tissues comes under areolar tissue. Second one, adipose tissue. Third one, ligament. Fourth one, bone. Fifth one, cartilage. Sixth one, tendon. Last one is blood. These all are different kinds of connectivity tissues or connective tissues which are present in the animal body. Once remember, first one is areolar tissue, second one is adipose tissue, third one is ligament, fourth one is bone, fifth one is cartilage, Sixth one is tendon. Seventh one is blood. We have to discuss one by one. Coming to first one, areolar tissue. Do you know, children, where areolar tissue is present? Once remember, areolar tissue is one type of connective tissue which joins different tissues. That is the first one. Which joins different tissues means which connects each and every organ which are present in our body. Second one is it helps in packing and helps to keep the organs in place. Keep the organs in their particular position. These cells are called as fibroblasts. These are present in areolar tissue. Once observe this picture which are given in our textbook. See what is that one? Areolar tissue. See, these cells are called as fibroblasts. These are the major components in this type of connective tissue. These cells secretes fibrous material, means areolar tissue contains fibrous material which holds the other tissues in position. See, these cells also help in repair of the tissues when they are injured. See, once observe this picture. See here. This is a areolar tissue. This tissue contains fibroblasts. See, fibroblasts are there. What are fibroblasts? Some cells are present which helps in packing and helps to keep the organs in place. That is called fibroblasts. And there are two types of fibers are there, yellow elastic fibers and white fibers. Means thread-like structures are present inside the tissues. And two types of cells are present, phagocyte and mast cell. Not mad cell, mast cell, M-A-S-T, mast cell. These two cells helps to destroy microorganisms which enters into our body. Simply we have to remember, mast cell and phagocytes destroys microorganisms which are entered into our body. Okay, remember, this is a first type of connective tissue, areolar tissue. Coming to second one. What is the second one? Adipose tissue. Do you know, children, adipose tissue? Once observe this picture. Once observe adipose tissue. These all cells are in round shape. Actually, it is fat storing tissue. Fat storing tissue are called as adipose tissue. This tissue is present below the skin between internal organs. The cells of this tissue are filled with fat globules. See, these all are round shaped structures are called as fat globules which stores fat. Where fat is present? Below the skin and between internal organs. See, next one. What is the main function of adipose tissue? Do you know, children? First one is storage of fat. That is the main function. Second function is it also acts as insulator. Once remember, insulator. Very most important. See, one is this adipose tissues stores fat. below the skin and between internal organs. Second one is insulator, means it holds the heat in our body. It prevents a flow of heat from our body. Simply remember it, do not flow heat from our body. That is called as insulator. This is the second type of connective tissue, that is called as adipose tissue. Shall I go to third one? Yes. That is called as ligament. Do you know, children, ligament? Do you know or don't know? Yes, it is one of the typical word. It's a difficult word. Ligament is. Ligament. Once see this one. Do you know, children, I am asking one question for you. How two bones are connected at joints with the help of ligaments and tendon? Here, ligament is yet another type of connective tissue that connects bones at the joints and holds them in position. It is made up of large number of fibers. These fibers are made up of a protein called collagen. This is very elastic in nature, remember. It is a very most important tissue, ligament, which connects two bones one and another. It has some fibers, some threads to connect one and another bone. Those fibers are made up of some proteins, those are called as collagen. Remember, that is about ligament. Next, tendon. Do you know, children, tendon? It is another type of connective tissue. Tendon is. See here. Tendon is a type of connective tissue which is also made up of fibers. The tendon joins the muscles to the bone. Where muscles to the bone, that is called as tendon. It is also made up of collagen. Here remember it, ligament and a tendon. Ligament and tendon contains fibers. Those fibers made up of collagen. Here ligament contains collagen and tendon contains collagen. Here collagen is protein, remember. Very most important. Okay. Next one is, next connective tissue is a bone. Do you know, children, about bones? Once remember. See, before going to this topic, this concept, I am asking one question for you. Which tissue gives different shape to body of vertebrae? Here vertebrae means backbone, vertebral column. The organisms have backbone. That is called vertebrates. Vertebrae means here backbone. I am asking one question for you. Which tissue gives different shape to body of vertebrae? Which tissue? Bone tissue. See, bone is another type of connective tissue. It forms the framework that supports the body. See, for framework, and which gives support to the body. It is a major component of skeletal system of several vertebrae, except some fishes like sharks. See,
Shark has bone. Which bone? Which type of bone? Cartilage. Our vertebrae made up of bones, whereas shark fishes total body is made up of cartilage. Remember. Okay. Here one important concept is there. How bone is formed? Bone is made up of calcium phosphate and calcium carbonate. These salts are secreted by the cells called osteocytes. These are the present in central hollow portion of the bone. That is called bone marrow. Bone marrow means the central hollow portion in the bone. That is called bone marrow. Once observe here. See, this is the bone. Once observe this picture. If you observe, the bone cells appears like this. This is called as a osteocyte. Once observe this picture. This is called osteocyte. Osteocyte is nothing but bone cells. Bone is made up of bone cells. Bone cells means osteocyte. Once observe the next picture, you will get clarity. See, this is what this is. Once observe this picture. See how bone cells are there. If you observe middle of the bone, these cells are appeared. If you take one cell, that is called as osteon. Okay. So many osteocytes are present to form a bone. In this, a small fiber like thread-like structures are there. Those are called as canaliculi. These canaliculi forms fiber-like structures which connects one and another osteocyte. And the center of the bone has one empty space that is called as Haversian canal. Here Haversian is the one of the most famous, very famous scientist. Based on his name, they kept that name Haversian canal. When canal is present, middle of the bone cell or middle of the osteocyte, the space of the osteocyte is called as Haversian canal. This is about bone tissue. Come to next one, cartilage. See here. Cartilage is a type of connective tissue found in joints of bones and tip of the ribs, tip of the nose. Once observe your nose and ears, and the trachea means throat. These parts are made up of cartilage, connective tissue. Do you know, children, embryos of several vertebrae do not have bone but have cartilage. When we are embryonic stage in a mother's womb, this all vertebrae are made up of cartilage only. See, the entire skeleton of fishes like a shark is made up of cartilage. It's very most important. Shark body is made up of completely cartilage. Cartilage means it is very smooth and flexible bone. Okay. It is somewhat hard, but not as hard as bone. Okay. So it is hard and flexible. That is our cartilage. It is another type of connective tissue. Next one is blood. Do you know, children, about blood? Once observe this picture.
There are three kinds of blood cells. We learned at 8th class. What are those? First one is red blood cells. Second one is white blood cells. Third one is blood platelets. There are three kinds of blood cells: red blood cells, white blood cells, blood platelets. Actually, blood is also a connective tissue which is having different components. Let us know more about blood. Do you know, children? There is a red stream that flows in closed canals in our body. Think, what is it? That is blood. The red stream that flows in closed tubes in our body is called as blood. It is also a type of connective tissue. Blood explains many things about us. Blood is the sources to identify our wellness or illness. See, if we get fever or headache or any diseases, when we test our blood, they identified what type of disease we are getting. Yes or no? So blood is very most important. It is the main source to identify our wellness or illness. It is very interesting to know about blood current in our body. There is a highly sophisticated and well-developed mechanism to circulate the blood to the entire body. Yes or no? See here, our heart pumps the blood 36,000 liters of blood in the distance of 20,000 kilometers in the time period of 24 hours. See, within 24 hours, 36,000 of liters blood is circulated. Nearly, it moves distance of 20,000 kilometers within the body. You know very well, red is in blood color. Blood is in red color because blood contains hemoglobin pigment. Yes or no? So here, do you agree with the statement that animals with red color blood? The blood is always not red in all animals. Once observe, the cockroach has white blood, whereas there is a blue colored blood in snails. In snails, blue colored blood, whereas cockroach, white colored blood. Blue color, red color, and white color. Red color blood is present in human beings. White blood is present in cockroach. Blue blood is present in snails. Okay, it's very most important. It's really a wonder that blood appears in different colors. Normally, adult human beings have about 5 liters of blood. 5 liters. A chief component in the blood is water, remember, which is stored in the plasma. Means blood contains plasma, inorganic materials, organic materials. Besides water, it also has several nutrients such as glucose, amino acids, proteins, vitamins, hormones, etc. And required for the body excrete products such as lactic acid, urea, salts, etc. Do you know? Blood transports these all materials. Remember it. Plasma also contains factors responsible for blood clotting. Do you know clotting? Agglutination. See here, one important thing is there. Heparin It is one of the chemical substance which is present in the blood. What is the importance of heparin? Heparin helps to prevent blood clotting in the blood vessels. See, heparin is present in the blood vessel, which helps to prevent blood clotting. Blood is continuously flowing without clotting because heparin is present. It is one of the chemical substance. You know very well, cells present in the blood are corpuscles. There are three types. First one is RBC, red blood cells. Second one is WBC, white blood cells. Third one is blood platelets. In that first one is red blood cells. Coming to red blood cells, it is also known as erythrocytes. These are in red in color. They have red colored protein that is called hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is protein. When this protein is present in the blood cells, those are called as red blood cells. Because of hemoglobin, blood is red in color. What is the need of hemoglobin? Which helps in the transportation of oxygen and carbon dioxide in our body. You know, children, 1 ml of human blood has about 5 millions of red blood cells which live for 120 days in blood. See, what is the lifespan of RBC? 120 days. Means 4 months. After 4 months, red blood cells are going to destroy. It can be replaced again by our body. It can produce again after dying of these all blood cells. Okay. Next one more important thing is that taking blood of an adult, we can make a chain of red blood cells around the earth at equator with 7 circles. See, the length of red blood cells. How much it is? Chain of red blood cells around the earth at equator with 7 circles. 7 times around the earth. Those many blood cells are present in our body. You know, children, when you are in your mother's womb, when you are a small kid, your RBC are formed in the liver and spleen. Do you know liver? It is present on the right side of our body, in the chest region. And the spleen. These two parts are important. These two parts are produced red blood cells when you are mother's womb. After your birth, these RBC are produced from the bone marrow of long bone. See, take long bone. In the center of the hollow portion is called as bone marrow. All mammals except camel and llama have red blood cells without nucleus. It is very, very most important. All mammals except camel and llama have red blood cells without nucleus. See, take our red blood cells. There is no nucleus. Nucleus is absent in our red blood cells. Remember, it is very most important. And camel and llama contains nucleus in their red blood cells. That is one of the exception. Next one, second type of cells, white blood cells. The second type of cells present in the blood are called as white blood cells. See here, white blood cells. These cells do not have hemoglobin, so these are appears colorless. So another name of white blood cells are called as leukocytes. Here leuko means white, cytes means cells. Colorless cells or white colored cells are called as leukocytes. These cells are less in number when compared to the RBC, very, very less. These are two types. You studied at 8th class. See here, there are two types of white blood cells. One is granulocytes. Second one is granulocytes. Granulocytes again three types. Once remember ABN news channel. A for acidophils or eosinophils. B for basophils. N for neutrophils. ABN. These cells attack and destroy the microorganisms that enter the blood. See, if any microorganisms are enter in our body, immediately these white blood cells are activated to destroy those microorganisms. Simply, white blood cells improves our immunity. Some white blood cells are sacrifice their life to fight against the external enemy. These dead WBC come out of wound. This is generally called as pus, the white colored liquid. Means because some white blood cells are died when they fight against with microorganisms. So these dead white blood cells come out of the wound. Those are called as a pus. Remember. There are two types of granulocytes. Granulocytes, three types. Remember ABN news channel. A for eosinophils or eosinophils, B for basophils, N for neutrophils. Those are belongs to granulocytes. Second one is granulocytes. There are two kinds of granulocytes, lymphocytes and monocytes. Lymphocytes secrete antibodies to guard against the foreign material. Foreign material means any microorganisms or any type of food material that enter into the blood. So they are called as microscopic policemen. Next one is monocytes. Monocytes move like amoeba along with granulocytes. They attack the foreign materials or destroyed inside these cells. These are called as scavengers. See, the third type of blood vessels are called as blood platelets. Blood platelets are a separate group of cells which do not have nucleus. Actually, these cells do not have nucleus. They are disc-like projections. Here, whenever a blood vessel is injured, platelets accumulate at the site of injury and help in the formation of a blood clot. The clot seals the wound in blood vessels and prevents further blood loss. Remember, these are the three kinds of blood cells. Okay, my dear children, remember up to connective tissues are completed. Means there are four kinds of animal tissues. First one epithelial tissues, second one connective tissues. Up to here remember and learn it. Okay, thank you so much for listening my voice.